Controllers clash like swords in the night. Pixel armies waging digital fights. Halos jumping ship, it's a wild sight. Xbox tears flood the virtual streams. PlayStation laughs in the neon dream. Just 4 games they used to shout. Now the tables turn, no doubt. Bill's promises falling flat. Who's got exclusives? Who's got the bat? Who's got the bat? Fans in the streets, consoles held high. Victory dances and a gamer's cry. The war rages on under the LED sky. Load your saves, reload your pride. Cross the lines where fanboys collide. It's just a game, but it's a vibe. Just 4 games they used to shout. Now the tables turn, no doubt. Bill's promises falling flat. Who's got exclusives? Who's got the bat? like a primal roar. Every slash leaves you wanting more. Frame by frame, it's a brutal score. This ain't a game, it's a war, 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 war. Wolverine's on fire, feel the beast inspire. PS5's the reason why. Time to buy, time to fly, time to fly. No lag, no limits, no holding back. Adamantium heart on a digital track. This is your moment to make the pact. Plug in the power and face the fact. Wolverine's on fire, feel the beast inspire. PS5's the reason why. Time to buy, time to fly, time to fly. Time to fly. Yo, Xbox, you dropped the bag, no cap. Spent 80 billion, now you want it all back. Big moves, bad math, hearts under attack. Fans crying, where's my fun? You turned your back. You bought the game, but you lost the soul. Greedy hands digging deep in the player's goal. Call of Duty numbers tank, yeah, it's getting cold. We ain't your piggy bank, let the truth be told. Screw you, Xbox. What's the deal? You forgot how the gamers feel. We ain't cash cows, we're the real. Screw you, Xbox. That's the spiel. Controllers in hand, but the vibe is dead. You chasing green while we see red. Lost in the loop, forgot what's ahead. The game ain't the same, you heard what I said. You're the boss, but the loss, man, it's on you. 80 billion dreams down the drain, it's true. Fans built your empire, now we're through. Guess what, Xbox? We're breaking too.
You can't patch this mess. You can't DLC the stress. Your greed's a glitch, confess, 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 yes, 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 yes.
Screw you, Xbox. Screw you, Xbox. Screw you, Xbox. Screw you, Xbox.
Hit that like button, grinders. We're ready to go with Dusty Man's Xbox Ally.
Yeah, yeah. Dusty Ben's got a shiny new toy, a free Xbox Ally. Oh boy, yeah. He's shouting loud, he's making noise, defending consoles like it's his ploy. He's all in now, he's on the team. Microsoft dreams in his bloodstream. Dusty Ben, free stuff makes the loyalty spin. Dusty Ben, will he stop? Where to begin? Dusty Ben, oh, Dusty Ben, what's next? A fridge, a shiny kid. His trash talk's gone, replaced by praise. He's living life in an Xbox haze. Games for free, he's got that gaze. Hoping for more in the coming days. Defending brands like they're his kid. For a freebie, old Dusty Ben. Fingers crossed for that next win. He's the console kingpin. Dusty Ben, free stuff makes the loyalty spin. Dusty Ben, will he stop? Where to be been? Dusty Ben. Oh, Dusty Ben, what's next? A fridge, a shiny pen.
What's up, everybody? How you doing out there? Oh, reverb on, man. Oh, man, my reverb was on. Pause on that one. How you doing? It's Wednesday. Yeah, we're not waiting to Friday. We're not waiting to Friday. No, no, no. Hit that like button, grinders. We got some gears to grind. That is right, grinders. We are here. Gaming Grindhouse is open. Phil, what do you got to say about that?
I don't know.
He don't know. He's nowhere to be found. What's up, everybody? Coming on in here. What a fire show we had on Monday night, man. It was an interview of interviews, and Tim Dog was here. He had intro music and everything. It was a great show. A lot of information in there. Hence why we made the song this evening, Where's the X Button? We know who said that. And if you watch the show, you'll find out where the X button is. But yes, incredible stuff in that show. And thanks to Tim Dog coming out. He's definitely going to come back. And yeah, he's like Tim Dog Anonymous right now. He is just going around in the streets just saying, yeah, guys, it's over. Like it's wild. And Sarah Bond is now on this interview circuit right now. And we're going to react to the video that she did an interview, a big Sarah Bond interview. This is her thing. This is her thing. And she's all in on this stuff. And yeah, it is as Tim said on the show, it's going to be a rough 4 months. It's going to be everybody be getting coal in their stocking over at Xbox. I'll tell you that right now. I don't know. I do not know what they're going to do. But we'll talk about it. How's everybody doing out there? It's her rant. Don John, Billy, Michael Meridian. How you doing? Oh man. Well, and I got a video. I got my new setup here. I got this awesome jib or rig or whatever to do hardware. So just to have my desk and stuff. Dude, we're gonna do it. I think we'll probably do it Friday. I'm gonna show you the Steam and Windows, and we're gonna show you why Xbox and Windows suck again. And they are so far behind the 8 ball. Incredible. How much Steam OS has been incredible. And it really just changed my whole view on like this handheld thing. We're going to talk about it. But my God, and that's why I see what's going on here with the Sarah Bond and what this future is. And like we said many times before, the problem that is here is that the handheld is on Windows, but Microsoft's involvement, Xbox's influence on it, their thing that they were supposed to fix and make this the full screen experience, to make this a console-fied PC and get the bloat and the horrible interactions with Windows, that has failed. And I think a lot of people are trying to just kind of move on and go, well, they're learning, well, there's more coming. Listen, what we know right now, and this is why I said, listen to the Grindhouse, but look at what's going on. They started in January. You will think, Mr. Where is he? Mr. I think, where was he? He showed up. I think you're going to hear more about the handheld. I think you're going to hear more about... They were hyping up this thing since January. The handhelds, this Xbox experience. They did sizzle reels about how this Xbox experience was going to... It was a peanut butter and jelly, a mesh made in heaven. And from all the reviews, the thing that brings the Xbox ROG Ally down is, in fact, the word Xbox. Yes. The word Xbox, the Xbox experience, the Xbox name, the perspective of what an Xbox is, made people run out and buy this because they gave its blessing of an Xbox. And it's not a console startup. It's 4 hours of Windows updates, then Windows Store updates, then Aegis ROG updates. What kind of console experience is that? It does not have a sleep mode like a Steam Deck, whereas your Xbox Real Console has instant resume for 5 and 6 games. This doesn't even do that. It kills your battery. You have to put it in hibernate. That hurts games. That games do not want to boot up. The Xbox experience is the thing that brought this down. Where you would think that branding, and they're behind it now, it would be better, but trash finger strikes again. And now that's the perspective that you need to know. Now that we have it in hand, no more promises, no more interview sizzle reels about what's coming and all this stuff. The ROG Ally X, the Xbox ROG Ally.
Xbox hardware.
Our Xbox ROG Ally. Their handheld is now in everybody's hand and it is getting trashed. And not because of the hardware or the capabilities of the actual Asus device. It's the Xbox branding, the Xbox experience, and the Xbox name that is making this thing a lie. And they went ahead with this knowing, just like they went ahead with showing Halo with Craig and Hairless Craig, and they thought they would go ahead with it. We asked who greenlit this? Who greenlit to show Halo Infinite in that state? Phil said it looked great. Who wanted to show Crackdown 3 in that state? That it got pulled from Comic-Con because it was janky and glitchy as hell. And yet again, they put out another product that they hyped up. As we heard you, we're giving it to you, what you want. And there it is. And yet again, the Xbox branding hurt the perspective of this product. So now that we got that out of the way, now let's hear about, here we go again, sizzle real time. We're going to sizzle, and they're going to hype up more future hardware because they can't get out of their own way. They can't get out of their own way. They open up their mouth, and they just step on rakes. And there they go again. More hardware. She just released the ROG Ally X and talking about more hardware. When the games determine where people go. Now I put out my tweet. I've said it here all the time. I say it here all the time. But again, we're not done. We're not done. And again, Tom Warren with his new... Oh, well, they seem to be a bit clearer now on the ROG Ally and what they mean. Here's their new commercial. This is an Xbox. Look, here they go. Tell me how many games you actually see. Let's see what game. They're showing Gears for the 1,000th time. Is that all we got? You got Ninja Gaiden. You got Keeper. You got Call of Duty coming out. No, guys having a boba tea. Here they go again. More hardware. More hardware. Not making it about the games and the experience. Show somebody playing Keeper and then Keeper, like, nope, let's do a sizzle. Look, they're watching TV on an Xbox. And then, but look, they pull out their controllers and now they're playing something on an Xbox. This, yet again. Again, the where, the how, the who. Can I tell you the what? No. Oh. Are they working? Are they playing games? What are they doing? Are they all playing the same game? Because some of the games are not available on there. But there you go. And wait, and I like to always look at the fine print here. All at the bottom. This is an Xbox, right? But read the fine print if your eyeballs are good. Here it is. Play on Xbox consoles or with the Xbox app at xbox.com/play on supported devices. Cloud gaming requires Game Pass subscription and supported device, both sold separately. Details at xbox.com. Ninja Gaiden 4, Outer Worlds, and Call of Duty are coming in the future. Xbox ROG Ally devices available October 2025. Third-party devices shown. Whoa! Whoa, 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 whoa! You got big, bold letters saying this is an Xbox, but the last few words, third-party devices shown. Who? First party? Third party. So you mean everybody else's stuff. Interesting. They say it right there. The lie, they lied to themselves here. This is an Xbox, and the last sentence says third-party devices shown. Huh? Uh-huh. And what's very interesting is that in order to make that phone an Xbox, you need to subscribe. And in order to make that LG an Xbox, you got to pay a subscription. To make that Meta Quest an Xbox, why are they not showing the Xbox Meta Quest that they released just a couple of months ago? Why are they showing that Meta Quest? You want to know why? Because nobody knows about the black Meta Quest, the Xbox edition. Nobody bought it. So let's show the white one that everybody knows about. But where's their Xbox branded Meta Quest? Did anybody forget about that one? Anybody bought that one? Did anybody run out there and buy Meta Quest, the black edition? I guess not. But yeah, there it is. And when Tom Warren said that, Tom Warren says, this is an Xbox marketing campaign has evolved. The latest spot makes a lot more sense and better explains how other devices can be part of the Xbox ecosystem. You know, for people that are in the industry and write, I don't understand how you say the words Xbox ecosystem when they are legit calling it this is an Xbox. Like, I don't understand how you have to explain it for them. Because in reality, they should be saying this is an expansion of our ecosystem. The console's the heartbeat, and the rest of it is the ecosystem. No, they're not calling it an ecosystem. They are blatantly saying this is an Xbox. It's a re-identity. You know the difference between a metaphor? They are metaphorically saying this is an Xbox. They're not saying this is our ecosystem. No, Tom. You are clarifying that for them. And that video doesn't do anything more than confuse the shit out of people who are actually going to a store saying, can I have an Xbox, please? First, if they could find one. Secondly, the employee is not going to hand them a Meta Quest. The employee is not going to go, oh, here's an LG TV for you. Like, that's not what are you talking about? My son wants an Xbox. Well, here is a phone. I don't want a phone. It's an Xbox. Here's a ROG Ally X. This is an Xbox? Yeah. Nobody except their crazy asses are doing this stuff. That's why it is like ultimate hubris. Like the audience knows that they are fools. But Xbox is running around thinking like, oh, nobody knows what we're doing? Dude, we are watching you just fail on the stage right now because this is not, nobody's buying it. And now on top of it, here's my tweet about this. And this is the truth. Nobody cares what they play on. It's the games that determine where people play. And Xbox needs to lead and show their games. But instead, they lead with where, the who, the how, and never the what. And when it comes to games and library, it's all fragmented across all these devices. Is it cloud enabled? Does it play anywhere? Halo, I bought Halo Master Chief Collection. Well, that's not play anywhere. Wait a second. So that don't work on that Xbox? No. Even though I bought it $50, I got to subscribe to access it because they did not make it a play anywhere title. Where's that fine print? It doesn't even play the same games. They got to be part of Xbox's cockamamie programs. Play anywhere, cloud. Oh, well, you own the game, but it's not cloud enabled yet, so you can't play it on the cloud. And the top of it all, the root cause is nobody wants to play your games. Your games come out. Ninja Gaiden came out to crickets. Crickets. You didn't even sell. You did a couple of tweets. You had a guy play from a helicopter. What do you call the helicopter an Xbox?
Where the box is our brand.
It's a fail, and they are going in on this, and they are a joke. The helicopter's an Xbox, Ron. But anyway, They need to make Game of the Year bangers constantly and highlight those and then say, hey, you love that game? You could play it on your console. You could play it on your Steam Deck. You could play it on the ROG. You could play that on your phone. You love it so much, you could play it anywhere you go. But the problem is they need to get a game that people love so much that they want to do it. And when they go like, oh, everybody plays everywhere, Call of Duty, this, like, listen. You bought all those games. They don't identify with you. Call of Duty is not Xbox because you didn't put in the marketing to make Call of Duty Xbox. You went all those years spending all that money in courtrooms. Now you have Call of Duty. You didn't do anything to make Call of Duty your brand. You didn't put Call of Duties in your services and build up the hype for the next Call of Duty. You didn't bring everybody the legacy Activision titles to make Activision part of you and identify with you. So when people see that game, they think Xbox. You didn't put any of that marketing in. You didn't do any of it. You just kept everything where it was. And even where it was, because look, Destiny came out on everything, but Sony put the marketing in to make it look like Destiny was exclusive because they flexed that game. They bundled it. They showed it up there. They did this. Last year, Sony had a Call of Duty bundle and Xbox didn't. How does that help people want to play on your devices, on your Xbox? Doesn't. So now that you got the pre-glaze done, hit that like button, grinders, because we're going to go and see what the hell Sarah has been talking about. So shout out to everybody coming on in here. Don, Sean, Josh is. Hey, Aaron's here.
Hey, Aaron, where are you?
There he is. He says he's an Xbox. Oh, damn. Oh, man, he says he's an Xbox. The Heli box. That's right, Josh. Don, John, Sean. Who's the game? Octagon Ocelot. It says hit that like button. That's right. Hit that like button. Subscribe if you're new. We're growing. We're not Phil Spencer. We're growing. And thank you again. Wild Wolf. Always read the fine print. That's right. Anonymous Boss in the house. Billy Akura. King Gut. Taran. Let's go. You guys are ready. We're going to hear about what Sarah said. So, Sarah took to the streets and did an interview.
Oh, Sarah at Xbox, what's the plan now? No console needed, tell us how. Hardware sales drop, what's the new game?
We don't need the pre-glaze intro.
Who's to blame? Oh, Sarah, innovate, don't stop. Oh, Sarah, beyond hardware shops.
Early, and they are actually really good at giving me ideas and testing
this amazing device, which we'll talk about in a second, early. They want all the games early.
everything early, and they are actually really good at giving me ideas and testing things out. So
that's got to be an advantage.
Yeah.
So we're obviously here to talk about an exciting new device. Tell us what this is. I know people have been waiting years for this.
It's an Xbox. All right, move on.
This is the Xbox Ally. It is the first time ever that we have created an Xbox handheld. The teams worked with Asus and with Windows to create this device. So now you can finally actually take Xbox with you anywhere you want to go in your hands.
Yeah, I got to.
Wow. So many things wrong with that statement. I'm not even 3 minutes in. First off, she calls it an Xbox Ally. I am sure that Asus, with their ROG, Republic of Gamers branding of gaming devices, must be very happy that Sarah Bond just cut it off as Xbox Ally. Wow. Good job, Asus. And they partnered with Asus. Man, didn't she just throw Asus under the bus in the same interview that they came up? This is their hardware. They came up with the prices. Didn't she just say that a few days ago? But man, oh man, when she's talking Xbox, she dropped that name. She's like, it's the Xbox Ally. We don't put Asus in it. We don't put ROG. Man.
Play with it a little bit before our interview. It feels like
he played with it a little bit before the interview. But he said it's
Xbox controllers in your hand. Obviously, it's a little bit heavier because there's more hardware there, but it does have that kind of familiar Xbox feeling. And then it's a full-powered Windows gaming laptop in a way.
Yeah, well, and it's hard actually.
It has the Xbox feeling, and it's a full Windows game. Yo, the glaze is coming off of my screen. I got to queue up the glaze. Where's my... I got to get ready because I know this is coming. This is coming, Grinded. I know this is coming. Do they think we're this dumb? Like, this is the thing that insults me. It's like, do these people really think that we are this dumb? It feels like an Xbox, but it's really a PC, right? It's like, yo.
To talk about it and not pick it up, I'll be honest. Yeah, when you hold it and you close your eyes, it feels like an Xbox controller. But you're right, it is powered by Windows.
Yeah.
Yo, they are the laughing stock of this dude thing, man. What gamer wants to hear powered by Windows? Look at this. Look at this picture right here. This is a console. This is a console. This is a console. Like,
Gaming.
so you're selling $1,000 consoles now, Sarah, right? So that's what this is? Oh, powered by Windows. Yo, that's why you see these older Xbox. They fought Bill Gates to get this, not to have Xbox not be a Windows and be a dedicated gaming DirectX platform for developers to take advantage of the unique hardware closed system of a console. And they have now just turned it into this. That's an Xbox. That's your boot up screen. Why is the thumb on the screen? Do you touch your TV? Dog Zone, Lucci. Do you like do you go up to your TV and press it to navigate menus when you turn on your Xbox? Do you go up and touch your screen? Why are they touching screens?
Which is a pretty cool aspect of it, because once you go through Ubi, every other time you open the device, you boot right into an Xbox experience. But because it's Windows, any game that you have that you've bought from a PC store that's on this device, it all shows up in one library, which is so awesome for gamers.
Yeah, and that's kind of been part.
Well, it only shows up if you get into the desktop mode, download the Steam, log into Steam, download the game through Steam, because you can't download it through the Xbox app. Steam and Epic want you to go there, download it, get it onto your Xbox hardware, then you open up the Xbox experience, and then the game shows up. And it also shows you all games that you can't install on the device as well. How wonderful. But it doesn't show you your whole Steam library. It does not show you your whole Epic Store library. It only shows what's installed on your hardware.
Part of Xbox's strategy, right? Like more cross-platform games, like less focus on exclusives. Can you kind of tell me how this fits into the Xbox like big picture strategy? Why this? Why the handheld?
This guy looks drunk.
Well, we've always believed that people want to be able to play any game they want, anywhere they want, with anyone.
And wasn't that the whole sales pitch of xCloud? That your phone with a strap on, when Phil's trying to sell everybody strap-ons in the alleyways, strap this thing onto your phone, and now your phone can play Xbox games anywhere you want. Isn't that what the whole play anywhere you want? They already can. They had been since 2018. They could be playing anywhere with xCloud. First, you could stream from your Xbox. Then they said Xbox and xCloud. People could play anywhere, on any screen, on an iPad, a bigger screen than that, you could play Xbox games. That's what people wanted. You could play Xbox games from the cloud on your iPad. A bigger screen than that. How many times are you going to keep saying this year and year and year out? People don't want to play your games. They hate your interface. They don't like your name you have thrown in the mud. You have been trying this so many different ways. You're trying to force this. Phil said the cloud's not growing because people don't want to play Gears on a 7-inch screen. Here's a 7-inch screen. They don't want to play these high-fidelity games on a phone, he said. So that was your Play Anywhere thing. Now we do it again. But now we have ROG, we have Asus doing handhelds. And I don't know what Xbox experience she's talking about, because this dashboard of the Xbox doesn't even look like the console that they got. And it's worse.
Gaming is entertainment. You should be able to take it with you everywhere. You shouldn't be constrained to a single device. You shouldn't be.
Again, the where, the how, gaming. It's all these general marketing terms. What do you play, Sarah? What are you playing on the go? At least they had Phil fake play and pretend he's one of us, one of us. She don't play anything. That's why she's coming off as not believable at all. Because she is just talking general terms. Generic gaming this. She can't even give examples. This is it.
Be locked to a single store. And this is the minute.
And locked to a single store. They have an Xbox store, but they're telling you could play your games from other storefronts. What? That's a bold strategy, Cotton. That's a bold strategy. What is the sales pitch there? Buy this device from Asus, play your games from Steam and Epic Store, and bypass Xbox completely. You could repurpose the Xbox button to open Steam. It does by default. So everything that's an Xbox could be just removed. It's about choice. And they don't choose you because you're fake and you're not giving people the games that they want. Instead, you keep shoving more and more hardware, the most powerful console, uncompressed pixels, the cheapest console, the more expensive console, no games at launch. Oh, no, here we go, the ROG Ally. No game, like any games that launched with this console. I think it's hilarious that all these dudes are doing these interviews about this Xbox console, their console. And the biggest thing that comes up in any launch is, where's your killer app? Where do all the killer app folk go? Where are they? Because I saw them glazing their ass when the Pro came out. They're like, well, what new am I going to play on the Pro? And that was a mid-gen refresh. They were looking for that killer app on the PlayStation Pro. They're just playing the regular games on it. But now they're nowhere to be found. I didn't hear anybody ask, where did Microsoft? This is your Xbox? This is your console? What games are you releasing with this device? What games come out with your console? What's the killer app that we all must play as soon as we pick this thing up? It's a console launch. It's your console. You're behind it. It's an Xbox. Where are the games that are launching with this? What is the launch category? People complained about Mario Kart. There's your killer app, bitch. Sarah, where's yours? Where's your killer app? Nah. The games you want, what games? What games? Your games? Whose games? What games are you launching with this device that's $1,000? Because they will like $700 for the PS5 Pro. What games am I going to play? Where is the killer app? This don't have a killer app. Oh, I remember they were out in droves with the PlayStation VR. Oh, well, the PlayStation VR, does it have a killer app? What's its killer app? Is that Horizon game the killer app? Where's your killer app for this device? You keep talking about games. What games? What games? Where's all those killer app folks that attack? What game are you going to play on that PlayStation? What game are you going to play? Silksong was supposed to launch with this. It said, we ain't waiting for this piece of shit. Silksong said, we're coming out sooner. But what games? If this is your console, your branding, your run, how do you launch this device, Xbox console, without a game lineup? Where is it? And what's crazy is they pretty much had one, but they never even used it. It just shows how disconnected. They could have said, Keeper, Ninja Gaiden 4 plays wonderful on this. Oh, like nothing. They didn't, and that's what's the craziest part. They actually had a game lineup, but never connected the two. That shows you their head is so far up their ass that booty smiling.
Manifestation of it.
What's up, Thrifty?
Yeah, so do you imagine most people will have an Xbox console and they'll also have the new Ally handheld? Is that kind of the big picture vision?
You know, I think that we'll see a whole range of people using it. For some folks,
That means she has no goddamn clue. Well, obviously, you're going to need an Xbox console and this device if you want to play Xbox games on it, Sarah. But she's, again, we don't know. Really. So what's the messaging? So if I have an Xbox, you know, it kind of brings me to one of my famous gaming grindhouse clips, grinders. One of my famous gaming grindhouse clips, and you're going to like it too because it has a good... One of my famous gaming grindhouse clips here. Let's see if I could pull. Oh, it's on one of my playlists here. Is it this one? Let's see. One of my favorite ones. Again, they have no clue. No clue. But it reminds me of this wonderful clip. The Chobe bot. Watch this one.
Scorpio and much, much more. Thankfully.
And Xbox, so buy the game once. You're
Sure, it'll be easy.
Phil was hyping. Phil was hyping Play Anywhere 9 years ago. 9 years ago.
Answer some of your biggest questions. Welcome to the show.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
Always
Some
a
of the
pleasure
biggest
to see
questions.
you.
Hopefully the easier questions.
Easy questions for him. Let's go.
Sure, it'll be easy. You got this. You got this. So, can you clarify what exactly Xbox Play Anywhere means and how is that different from crossplay?
9 years
great
ago,
question.
Phil. Explain Play Anywhere. 9 years ago. You're talking about it now, 9 years later.
You know, we're delivering our first party games now on Xbox and Windows. We want you to be able to buy one copy of the game that works through your Xbox Live account on both Windows 10 and Xbox. So buy the game.
Wow, Phil,
You're
that's
my
great.
number
That'd be
one
wonderful.
customer.
That would be wonderful for Master Chief Collection.
I don't know.
Oh, I don't get so. What's up, Craig, with the 2? He goes, Bond told him to get ready for cheek busting. Oh, man, I'm going to do it. Cheek busting!
Once your save game works across both
Don John, I've seen it. Yo, this is 9 years ago, Don John.
platforms, and many of
It's
the games
crazy.
are going to allow you to play games across networks, so across devices, so you can play on Windows against people on Xbox or with people on Xbox. But it's really the idea about buying the game once and having it available on both platforms.
Awesome. All right, so let's say that
Wonderful. 9 years ago, Phil Spencer explained Play Anywhere. Still Master Chief Collection to this day is not. So now she's going to, now look at this. She's looking at the prompter. She's going to ask him the easy question. Sarah Bond was asked, Sarah, so this device that you're selling here for $1,000, if you have an Xbox, do you buy this or do you have this, just not an Xbox? Sarah's like, I don't know, whatever. Phil got the same hard question. Let's hear Phil's.
hypothetically I'm still an Xbox 360 owner.
Yeah.
That being said, what should my next hardware purchase be? I guess they are the tough questions.
No.
Phil Spencer got, is Phil Ness caught up with them?
I don't know. Like I'd have.
Yo, that's what remind me of when Sarah Bond just said that. This is why, because they keep talking more hardware. Guy asked a very
Folks,
simple question.
this will
Hey,
be
Sarah.
of people that will,
Ally handheld, is that kind of the big picture vision?
you know, I
The new Ally handheld, is that, so do you imagine most people will have an Xbox console and they'll also have the new Ally handheld? Is that kind of the big picture vision?
You know, I think that we'll see a whole range of people using it. For some
Phil got asked all the questions.
purchase be? Xbox 360.
Buying the game once and having it available on both platforms.
Awesome. All right, so let's say that hypothetically I'm still an Xbox 360 owner.
Yeah.
That being said, what should my next hardware purchase be? I guess they are the tough questions.
No. I say, like, you know, we're about giving people choice about what console they want to buy. You know, we announced the Xbox One S here. I think it's a beautiful console.
Yo, choice is their way of going, I don't know. We don't know the market. And it makes you think, like, you know, it makes you think a PlayStation, exactly, Prince Philip. It makes you think, like, all the marketing research and all this stuff. I think you'll see multiple people. Like, hear her explanation.
Folks, this will be the device they want to game on. They want to take their games with them anywhere. They're a PC enthusiast. They want to be able to access all of their stores in one place, because you can also plug it into the TV and project to the TV as well. And then there's going to be other people we know that are console users where this is a great add-on to your console experience. One of the...
Whoa. The $1,000 add-on? Yo, these people went wild. She says this is an add-on to your console. Yo, holy shit on me and call me Daisy. What the, an add-on? They were bitching about a goddamn VR add-on for $400 or $500. This is a $1,000 add-on. Holy shit on me. So the PC dudes are just, they're cool with the console guys. This is an add-on. An add-on? Sarah, what are we doing here? She's wildin'.
Yes, I would like to have a refund.
1,000. So all you Xbox console guys, this is a $1,000 add-on. $1,000 add-on, please. Oh man, to play games in goddamn low specs at 1080p, maybe even lower. Man, I gotta hear that again.
To your console experience. One of the... There's going to be other...
Dude, that guy didn't fall out of the chair?
Also plug it into the TV and...
Yo, plug it into the TV, dude. Yo, Sarah, man. Yo, she's in trouble. Phil Spencer, at least he would make people feel good. Sarah not making people feel good, man. Yo, she is just plug it into the TV. Yeah, Sarah, let's see you do it. She might be like, oh, what cable do I use? Yo, get her out of there, Phil. This is making it worse.
Plug it into the TV and project to the TV as place, because you can also plug it into the TV and project to the TV. Because you can also plug it into the TV and project.
Oh, I gotta get that one. I gotta plug it into the TV. She has no clue, man.
All of their stores in one place, because you can also.
Good, Sarah. One more time.
So plug it into the TV and project to the TV as well. And then there's going to be other.
Thank you, Sarah.
People we know that are console users where this is a great add-on to your console experience. One of the...
Oh, man. How did nobody write an article about that? Sarah Bond says the $1,000 ROG Ally X is an add-on to your console. Well, wait a second. You're saying it's your handheld, your console, but wait, it's an add-on? I wonder why it's an add-on. You want to know why it's an add-on? Because it doesn't play the console games. It doesn't play the Series console games. We got to be more specific for the dum-dums. The Series X and S consoles, you know, the things that you watch MPDs for, those consoles, that don't play those games. And you remember, build your library, backwards compatibility, Lost Odyssey, 360 games. Keep buying them and 360s and bring all the old games. Remember, they built a whole 2 years of a buffer, 3 years of backwards compatibility. Oh, build your digital libraries with BackCompat, the BackCompat program. You don't want to know what? The BackCompat, don't go to this. And they are being so coy in not addressing that. And that's the messed up thing. If they had a plan, they should be saying it. I don't understand it. And how are you releasing stuff calling your console and it don't play those games? Guess what happens the next time you say this is our console? They're going to say you can wipe your ass with that console. But she's calling this an accessory to the Xbox. Hey, Aaron, what do you think?
Hey, Aaron, where are you? Where is Aaron right now?
Man, she called that an accessory. It's $1,000 accessory.
cool things we did for console users in here is in the UI, if you have a game that you started on the console and then you stopped in that game and you grabbed your ally and you're somewhere out in the world walking around, it actually knows right where you left off and you can go right back in and play that game.
Which game? Not all games do that. They have to be part of Play Anywhere and support cross-save. I have my status in Master Chief Collection. So I could just boot this up and play and right where I missed? No. Is it part of the program? Is it part of the list of 1,000 games? No, it's not. This is the problem that they have, and they're lying and being so general when there are specifics, and it is blatantly obvious. I show it to you all the time. Like there's no, it's not like, oh, well, you know what? We're just like being real, like, you know, real specific because we're hardcore gamers and stuff like that. We're being real specific on this, right? I show you this all the time. My library. Here's my library. Here's my library. Yay. Where is it? Cloud playable. I'll show you another thing. My games. Yeah. My games. I got 32 on for this thing. For some reason, why is this thing showing me 32? I don't know. But 32 games, right? It's showing me all these wonderful games. Let me click on installable. It's 7. Sarah Bond. You're not hiding anything. You're showing me all these games. Then I can't, and only 7 out of 32 on my list right here are installable. Like you're not hiding anything. You come right to your library, and what's insane is that they're showing your whole entire library. Like I said, it's better if I show you the full screen on the MSI. We'll react to this thing, but I'll show it to you when I do the MSI thing. I'll show you on the full screen experience. It shows you all your games, 600 games, and then when you look to see what you could install, it drops. Like, I don't know why they're hiding it. That's good for some games. She's not saying some games. She's just saying all of them.
And if it's installed on the device, you're playing it natively. But if for some reason it's not on a device, you can actually play it over the cloud. It knows right where you were.
That is really cool.
Yeah.
So pay $1,000 for native hardware to play it over the cloud.
Coolest features I've seen so far is the kind of co-pilot integration.
Yeah.
So one of the cool things.
Oh my God. Co-pilot integration yet again. One thing I really cool was how incredible Ninja Gaiden ran on it and how it looked and how the adaptive triggers that are extra in the ROG Ally X really affected Ninja Gaiden 4, and it really took advantage of the adaptive controllers that I paid extra for on the ROG X because the white ROG don't have the vibrating triggers. That was a really cool thing. Dude be hyping co-pilot. Co-pilot! Co-pilot! You have a gaming device, and the cool feature is co-pilot. Yo, is this Satya wearing a mask? I gotta see. We gotta see. This is a. We need Shaggy over here. We need Shaggy over here. I need Shaggy.
Like zoinks!
That's old Shaggy. That's old man Rivers. That's Satya. I don't know, Scoops. I don't know.
You can actually press the button and ask the AI questions. Where does AI fit into gaming? Is that the vision that everyone has their own like built-in?
Why are your eyes closed? Are you sleep talking? Why does this man have his eyes closed? Do they got him under some Phil Ness? Is he under a Phil Ness spell? His eyes are closed and he's talking about Copilot. Copilot is everywhere. They even have a button on your computer. And guess what? Nobody wants it. They repurposed the button to be right alt. This man is under a spell. She put a spell on you. She put a spell on you.
Boss is fucking raw! Shit!
Sleep
Raw! No chicken. It's raw. Fucking raw. They look raw. Raw, Carol. Fucking raw. Raw. Fuck off. And by the way, it's raw.
AI assistant as they're playing games from now on.
Well, we just believe that anyone should be able to jump in and play a game, and we should make it easy and accessible, and it should be in flow state with you. So yeah, the way it works is you like long press this button. You could be in the middle of a game. You can ask it, hey, can you tell me how I actually use the ABXY? Or,
oh man, dude, you're gonna have a pop-up come over your game in Windows. Oh man.
what do I do now? Or which way do I turn and what happens? And it will help you out. And so it really opens up more games for more people. Like there's some games that are super intimidating. Like so many people were intimidated by Elden Ring, right? Right.
Oh, she is so fake, dude. Yo, so like, look, even the way she talks about it, like, yo, it is like the fakest person that you put in there. Like this is a review of her trying. This is her first product that she's trying to sell, right? This is a first product, and she is doing a poor job of it. She is just like Elden Ring, right? Like she has like no clue.
Elden Ring, right?
Like look at the way she's like, well, I said the name of something you like, gamer.
Games that are super intimidating, like so many people. More games for more people. Like there's some games that are super intimidating, like so many people were intimidated by Elden Ring, right? Right.
So many people are intimidated by. She's like a hot NPC. Primal says, "Oh damn," but she's like intimidated by Elden Ring. Elden Ring was like the most accessible Demon Souls game. Like, who's intimidated by it? What do you mean intimidated? That one sold it. Anyway.
Great one.
So people will be more likely to try more games, and people stay in games longer. So
that's the key. See, that is the thing. They want you to just stay in there because I'm telling you, they're ready to feed you ads. They are ready to feed you ads. They want you to stay in those games so that they could sell you an ad. I'm telling you, that is their approach. They want you in games for engagement. But the more engagement they have, the more that they could get advertisers to put ads in those games. That's where they want you to stay. They don't want you to tune it up and go, I don't like this game. Turn it off. They want ads.
the team worked really hard to integrate it into the full experience for you versus having to go out.
So the Xbox experience has been horrible experience for a lot of reviewers. But the team took extra time to make sure that Copilot would be integrated. So we see where their priorities are. We see where their priorities are. We see. They took time to integrate Copilot. But hell, if they make sure that the thing functions right and doesn't make pop-ups full screen tabs.
Experience for you versus having to go out, go ask something else. Here it is in flow state. It understands your context, understands what you want.
Yo, we see where their priorities are, dude. And therefore, that's the Satya blessing. They added Copilot to this thing. Because Satya wouldn't let them do anything Xbox unless they had some sort of Copilot messaging.
What to do, and it can help you.
I'm lost. Where do I go from here?
You're right at the Horizon Festival site in Mexico, so pretty much a prime starting spot. Just follow the road out of the festival area and you can explore anywhere you want to go from there.
Yeah, I assumed it would be watching your screen, and that's how it would know, but it seems like it's also reading other data, like it knows what game you're in, or it knows kind of like what you have in the background, what tools are available, so like it's...
Exactly. And that is the reason why Microsoft is still in gaming. What kind of horse shit is this? Where do I go from here? Sony had the activity panels, the help guide. They have help if you need the help. They have the system automatically capture gameplay. I did this in Stellar Blade. The system automatically captures gameplay, and they use the gameplay as a helping tool. Microsoft doing this, dude. And it's not reading your screen. it's doing other things in the background. Well, I wonder how much those processes and what it's recording of you and what behaviors it's recording of you to know what you're doing, to tell you to go straight. Why don't you show us AI making NPCs smarter? Game developers using it to make our games more immersive. Using it as an Alexa or Hey Google. And have it pop up in a game and reading all your information in the background. And that's why they want Windows there. Because it's a use case for Copilot and their cloud.
What you have in the background, what tools are available. So like it's actually pulling in info from a few different places.
So it pulled all that info in to tell you to go straight.
Yeah, I assumed it would be watching your screen, and that's how it. Yeah, I assumed it would be.
You're right at the Horizon Festival site in Mexico, so pretty much a prime starting spot. Just follow the road out of the festival area and you can explore anywhere you want to go from there.
Yeah, I assumed it would be watching your screen, and that's how it would know, but it seems like it's also reading other data, like it knows what game you're in, or it knows kind of like what
that's
you
right,
have
Carlos.
in the
This
background,
chat is
what
an
tools
Xbox.
are available. So like it's actually pulling in info from a few different places, not just.
And what games does it work on? Forza Horizon again. Like, who else is using this? What games? I haven't seen anybody in the reviewers even use this thing. How is this guy showing this feature on here? And I haven't heard a reviewer do anything with this button. Anybody? Anybody use this? Anybody heard this in a review? Like, I haven't heard anybody even bring it up.
What's on the screen, right?
Yeah, we wanted to build your own gaming sidekick. Like, you should never have to game alone ever again.
Oh, never game alone ever again. Oh my God, please. Didn't we do this with Cortana? Hey, Cortana, send my friends a request. Get them in a party. Let me chat with them. Cortana, what am I playing right now? Cortana, what's the weather? Cortana, 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 Cortana. We just did this with Cortana and you killed it. And you killed her in Halo Infinite as well. You killed Cortana, both as the AI and in the game. We did this already. We're doing it again. We're doing it again. When do they learn? Like, when do they learn? Like, guys, you've tried this. You've tried Play Anywhere 9 years ago. You tried Cortana. She was going to invite friends and everybody was going to be there. Cortana, what am I playing? Give me tips. You killed it because nobody wanted to use it. You didn't support it anymore. There you go. And I think that's the key. Like I said, they're going to take everything and throw it into Windows and have the Windows team just kind of routinely update it because they're not going to do this. Who wants that? Who wants to ask where to go? Cortana, and then I bet you there goes, I don't know this game. Go ahead. Whoever has a ROG Ally X right now, go boot up a random game and tell me if it works. Because I haven't seen one reviewer do that.
Own gaming sidekick. Like, you should never have to game alone ever again, even if you're just holding this device. And so it does do that. When you push the button, it knows where you are in the game. It also knows what game you're playing. It also knows your gamer profile and a whole bunch of things about all of your gamer identity with Xbox. And it uses.
Why does it need to know all that to tell me to go straight, Sarah? Sarah! 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 Why does it need to know all that information about me to tell me that I go straight? Why does it need to know my history, my profile, to tell me that you are at the Forza Horizon Festival and you should go straight? Sarah! Why does it need to know all that stuff? And how much is that taking up on my memory? And what happens if I'm offline?
Gamer profile and a whole bunch of things about all of your.
Why do you need to know all that about me, Sarah? Oh my God. Why does this stupid Cortana, why does this thing need to know that?
And so it does do that.
That's right. Sarah, storms are brewing your eyes. Oh, Sarah, Sarah.
When you push the button,
Wait, yo, she looked evil. Yo, she looked like she rehearsed this in the bathroom before she came out for this interview. She's like, so let me make sure I get this straight. When you push the button, like, yo, look at how she's explaining this. Man, Phil, come get your girls. She's getting killed out here, Phil. Yo, she don't know what she's talking about. Phil. We thought you were a fool.
I'd have to go back and look.
Yo, somebody get her off there. We need the hook. We need the bomb and belly. We need this. Yo, poor Sarah. Sarah gotta get the hell out of there. She don't belong in this thing. Yo, look at what she's like. When you press the button. What button, Sarah? There's 5 of them. There's 20 of them. What button? Do you have an AI button? Why is it not the Xbox button, Sarah? Sarah, these are the hard questions. Oh my God! Somebody better get in there because Sarah running around right now. She needs to be. She like this. Yo, right down the stairs. Oh man. Exactly. 16-bit games. You need to allow to access your credit card, your social security number, cameras on your device, the names of your family members, where you are, geolocations. Yo, damn, Sarah Bond. Let's hear her talk about the button again.
it does do that. When you push the button, it knows where you are in the game. It also knows what game you're playing. It also knows your gamer profile and a whole bunch of things about all of your gamer identity with Xbox. And it uses all of those to give you recommendations, to give you tips, to recommend other games for you that's operating in context of what you want and what you most need.
Yeah.
Why do I want it to recommend games to me when I'm asking the guy asked this question? All that stuff. All this stuff.
It also knows your gamer profile and a whole bunch of things about all of your gamer identity with Xbox. And it uses all of those to give you recommendations, to give you tips, to recommend other games for you that's operating in context of what you want and what you most need.
Yeah. Why do you need to do that when the guy just did this?
Yeah, I assumed it would be...
Starting spot.
I'm lost. Where do I go from here?
Hold on, let me access your social security number, your gamer tag, what games you like, who you are, where you live, geolocation, and find out what the weather is, who your mom is, how many kids you have, are you married or single, do you have a car, are you going on any recent vacations? Hold on, still searching, finding out what is your blood type. What is your last visit to the doctor? Do you have any PTO? Hold on. And check the map. You're playing car game.
You're right at the Horizon Festival site in Mexico, so pretty much a prime starting spot. Just follow the road out of the festival area and you can explore anywhere you want to go from there.
Yeah.
Wow. Why does it need to know all that information, Sarah, to just tell me to go straight? Why does it need to recommend? Am I going to get recommendations of games popping up on a 7-inch screen as I'm playing this one? Dude, this shit sucks. This sucks. This does not benefit to any gamer out there at all. They are putting this is, you want to know Trojan horse? Dude, this is the biggest Trojan, no condom. Here it is, right here. This is a Magnum Trojan. Magnum Trojan. This is a Magnum Trojan right here. Dude, this is the Magnum. Gold rib for the pleasures. This is a golden friggin' Trojan. Oh, look, it's going to tell you to go straight. And they're going to be collecting Windows data out the ass. Satya is going to be swimming around like Scrooge McDuck in your data pool. He's going to make, this is wonderful for me. Yo, stuttering Satya, he ain't going to be stuttering no more, man. He be swimming in your data. That's why they want Windows. Because Satya could keep tabs on your ass. This is not good for gamers. This has nothing to do about games. They are using games as a Trojan horse, a big neon sign to get you in the door so they could collect your shit on Windows. Because everybody probably turns that shit off. All and say, like, oh, just to tell me to go straight. Dude, why does it need to know all that? It should just know the game screen and what I need to do. Why does it need to know everything about me, Sarah Bond? And then recommend games. And now that gets into what she talked about later on. Glinza with the 5. He goes, Xbox fans got the Phil Ness. Now they're about to get the Sarah Bond Con. Oh, man, that's right. Con men, yo. They're going to get her now.
Even if you're just holding this device. And so it does do that. When you push the button, it knows where you are in the game. It also knows what game you're playing. It also knows your gamer profile and a whole bunch of things about all of your gamer identity with Xbox. And it uses all of those to give you recommendations, to give you tips, to recommend other games for you that's operating in context of what you want and what you most need.
Yeah, and I mean, to put it in Xbox terms, it kind of feels like your own personal, like, Cortana.
To put it in Xbox terms, dude, sleepy. It got sleepy and dopey. Sleepy. They had an AI called Cortana. They killed it. It was on your PC. It was on Xbox. Don't you remember? It's an app. If you still got Windows 10, those people that are still fighting for their life, Cortana's there. Windows 11, early build between H1, it's still there. Ha ha ha. No, Cortana is there, Sarah. You came after Cortana.
I've had a couple people say that.
But it seems like it's
You
that
had
kind of
a couple
idea, right?
people say
Context of
that.
what you want and what you most
Oh my God. Yo. Don't let me go to... I'm going to the tapes. What was that again, Sarah?
About all of your gamer items to recommend.
To put it in Xbox terms, it kind of feels like your own personal, like, Cortana.
I've had a couple people say that.
But it seems
Cortana is no longer on Xbox consoles, having been removed in 2019. While you can no longer use voice commands directly through your headset or connect with Cortana, you can still control Xbox through other voice assistants like Amazon and linking to your console. The removal was part of a shift to cloud-based assistant experience and streamlined the Xbox home interface. Cortana had been removed. Direct integration of Cortana for voice commands was discontinued in 2019. Microsoft moved to a cloud-based approach, streamlined the user interface, which removed Cortana. Cortana, dude, where's Cortana? Halo Xbox support. Xbox support, where are you? Let me see. There you go. Cortana is no longer available on console. Had a couple people say that. Yeah, they probably said, oh, we did this shit before.
it's like it's that kind of idea, right? Like it's a voice in your head that talks to you, that helps you solve problems. And
It's your friend. Yeah. Helps you through your game.
very
Oh my God.
cool.
This is wild, dude. When are we going to talk about the handheld and the games?
Well, you talked about making gaming accessible. That's definitely something I've heard you say in other interviews as well. I know this starts at $1,000. I know we've recently seen some price increases with Xbox Game Pass, some increases on devices and consoles, and I mean that's got to cut into accessibility a little bit. How do you think about that as president of Xbox, like in terms of making games accessible?
Yeah, there is a lot going on, but at Xbox, what we're focused on is how do we create options for everybody? So with this device, we have two devices. We have the Ally X. It's for a premium experience for the most demanding player. It has all the latest innovation in it. We also have the Xbox Ally if you're a more casual enthusiast who wants to jump in, or you're looking for something cool to buy your kid to put under the tree, this Christmas.
Yeah.
So it's all about having choice and option for players in a time when there's a lot going on and there's a lot of different things that people want.
Interesting. Yeah.
$1,000 and $600.
The rumors are that the next gen console will be almost more like a gaming PC in a lot of ways. That it'll be super high powered. I don't know if you can speak to that at all, but I mean that would be helpful for me because there's a lot of like PC games I'd love to play, but like I said, getting the barrier of entry seems like it's really high. So if there was a console that could kind of be a gaming PC and console in one, like that would be helpful for me.
Where do they find these people? Where did it? Listen, I don't even know where they get sleepy from. I don't know where. I don't know, I don't even know what they do. I think if you grab somebody off the streets, they have a better interview with this guy. I want a piece, dude. It's right there. It's $1,000. You just said that accessibility is a problem. What do you think they're going to do with a high-end, super-powered PC and a console? Like what? I'm very confused. When did the word console turn into like something else besides what we've known as a console since 1985? Before that, to the Atari console, like a console is a dedicated gaming device that has a closed system. Why are we calling PCs? Because Sarah calls them a console. Like what is a PC and a console? What is a PC console? What is it? Sleepy. What is a PC console? Because right there, she's calling this a PC console. It is a Windows-powered computer with an Xbox app that pops up in your face. And it's an overlay. You call that a console? You still need to use touch and things to get to navigate. You can't use solely a controller. But where's this like a PC console from? Because I have a PC. I hook it up to my TV and use it as a console, like hooked up to the TV, not at a desk and things like that. But dude, it's still a PC that you could try to make some stuff usable with a controller. But PC will never be console. It never will be. Because Windows won't let it be. Now, on the other hand, SteamOS and Linux, those go hand in hand. That is much more of a console experience. But even that, you go to desktop mode for some things. It's still not a sole console experience that you get with an Xbox Series console, a Nintendo Switch, and a PlayStation experience. Even the Steam Deck comes close to being a console. Very close. But you still need to do computer stuff to do certain things. But everything you do on the Switch, the PlayStation, and the Series consoles, Xbox consoles, there's no computer things. Like, it just updates your apps, it updates this thing. So I don't know. Microsoft will never deliver that experience because Windows won't allow it. They talked about it for this entire year, and now they delivered it, and it's nowhere near where it needs to be.
I don't know what you can tell us about the next-gen console. Any?
Well, I can tell you're right that the next-gen console is going to be a very premium, very high-end, curated experience. You're starting to see some of the thinking that we have in this handheld, but I don't want to give it all away.
We're talking.
So basically, it's exactly what Tim Dog was saying and what others were saying. Moore's Law has said this Magnus, it basically is a pre-built PC with the Windows app slapped in the front of it that they're going to call their console. Just like this. Because I do not see, and exactly, Josh, how long they've been saying barriers and barriers. Dude, they're their own barrier because they don't talk and lead with the games. They don't. They don't. They don't lead and talk with the games. Even the Mark Cerny conversation with AMD seems so much more unique in what it would do for games than Sarah Bond talking about AMD partnerships, than Sarah Bond talking about a game console right now. Where are the games? Is anybody playing a game? No, let's show this AI in Forza, an old-ass Forza game. Why don't you show your AI in the brand new Ninja Gaiden 4? Does that game not support your AI co-pilot? Like, this is ridiculous. It is going to be pre-built PCs with Xbox on it, and they're going to, that's it. Now, the question is do they put a dual boot Xbox OS and a Windows OS? Do they do that? I don't think so. I think that your Xbox experience, that console that you believe is going to be there, your games that you bought, are going to be a button that's streamed from the cloud. And that's the hybrid that they're talking about. Everybody thinks it's going to be this like these two like a dual boot system. If it is a dual boot system, how does that even help anybody? Because if you dual boot and it's an Xbox OS, well, Copilot is not on your Series X. It's not on your Series S. They're hyping up other storefronts, not locked to one store. Well, if you have an Xbox OS that's on your Series consoles on this next console, that's locking you to one store. That's charging one section for online. It's counter to everything that they're talking about. It's locking you to a store. It's locking you to an ecosystem. And then why in your right mind would you stay, if it's a dual boot, you could boot to the right and go to Windows, or you boot to the left and go to Xbox. It's like, well, I'm going to go to the left and go to the Xbox OS because there I pay for online. I only could buy from one store. I don't get Steam sales or anything like that. I'm going to go back to what I know. What? Who is going to go that way? When they're putting all the Xbox app, the AI, it's going to collect all your data, all the other storefronts. That's another Trojan horse. They know that their store sucks ass. So what they're doing is like, well, you can play Steam on there. They're using Steam and Epic as a lure to use this device because their store sucks ass. And when they say hybrid, everybody says, oh, they're going to play Xbox games natively. You really think they're going to take that whole Xbox store and they're going to make all your games play natively on PC with an emulator? Really? So if they do that, guess what happens? We're back to backward compatibility mode. All right, guess what, everybody? We're going to take those old games, those licenses that we sold you for 360 games and Xbox games, and now we got to get them anew because we're going to re-release them on PC. Now you're back to the Xbox backwards compatibility program where they had to get approval for every game that they made backwards compatible. So if they do emulation in the next console, PC, they will have to do the same type of trickle effect to get games to work with the emulator. We're starting with 50 today, but over time, we'll add more of your games from Xbox, and you're back to doing it again. You ready to do that again? Lou Flame, Donald, Ron, Glinza, you ready to do that again? Let's sit back and wait. Each week, we will announce 5 new games coming to the emulator. We're back to doing that shit again. We're starting with 50 and growing over time. More weight to play your old games. Your library will eventually be there, but for now, you can play it on the cloud. And why would they honor your purchases on PC? Remember when Phil was like, I honor your purchase on Xbox. Well, what happens when it's not compatible? Now I got to subscribe to access games that I own. And nobody's waiting for your games. Exactly. Xbox wouldn't be allowed to put console games on PC. Publishers will have a fit. They will need all approvals, Vex. Because that's exactly what they did with backwards compatibility. There's no way, like, Tom Warren is teasing, oh, it's going to be an emulator, natively play. Dude, get ahead. If they do it, it's the trickle effect. Starting with 50 games, and over time, we will grow more. That's what their plan is. That's why I think it's easier for them just to have it through the cloud. Because they already dealt with the license to get it in the cloud, and they'll get you to subscribe. Because how do they benefit? How do they benefit? And if that was if that was the path that they wanted to take, don't you think they'll be talking about it right now? Because right now they want those Xbox people off of Xbox and on PC. If they were working on that, don't you think they'll be teasing that right now? Guys, your games will come with you to PC natively. We're working on it. That will be a huge statement. And that will calm a lot of the complaints that people have. But when people ask, what do I do in my Xbox console games? They go, you can stream them. Well, that costs money. Well, you could stream them for $10 a month. $15 a month. You could stream them. So, they're not being very clear, and they're kind of abandoning, like they always have, their Xbox console install base who buys all the games and has huge libraries because they believe in Xbox. And now they're hightailing it out of here and saying, go to PC and you could stream your old games. That's why she called this an accessory. Do you think if it was in the cards for them to play their games on PC, she will call this thing an accessory to the console? She says, if you're a console owner, get this as an accessory, $1,000 accessory. Because she didn't say if you're an Xbox owner, you should just go buy this because now this is your Xbox on the road. No. She didn't say that. She said, oh, if you have an Xbox, you could buy this as an accessory to it. An accessory? You mean like the $200 Portal? $1,000 ROG Ally is an accessory. You pay for all that Z2 Extreme chip to stream from your Xbox? That is overkill. You run that thing at 5-10 watts. You get good battery life, but you're not using any of the power on it that you're paying for. This thing's all messed up.
A lot about the hardware, devices, but when we think about those pivotal gaming moments, like I mentioned Halo, or I remember playing Myst, with my dad.
Myst. Yo, man. Sleepy, they may get Sleepy got to do. I don't know, man. They gave her a softie. Man, they went over to Mashable and said, "Give me extra mash." Dude, they're like, get the sleepiest journalist that you could ever find and sit down with Sarah and have him eyes closed and just whisper and he hasn't gamed since Myst. Dude, they gave her a softie, man. Yo, we need that other guy that made Phil go like this. Yo, we need to ask. Yo, Sarah's like, yo, after you sent me over to the Verge and get roasted, you better give me an easy one. Dude, they gave us a sleepy man.
Oh my God, Myst was good.
It was.
Now you're really hitting the nostalgia.
You're really
going
dating
for it.
myself.
Yeah.
But we haven't really talked a lot about like games, and I know like exclusive.
Yeah.
The Xbox Glaze.
Dude, this guy was glazed. I don't know, man. I think they drugged him. He got drugged.
This has been less of a focus. It seems like.
Here we go. Look, we just spoke of an 8-minute show of an 8-minute grinded. What did I say? What did I say in the last interview? When Phil talked about the Xbox hardware. Look how long. An 8-minute show. 7 minutes and 20 seconds. We finally come to games for a gaming console. Yo. And look at this. And what does he talk about? Specific launch games? The killer app? No. Talks about exclusives. We don't even get to the games.
With Xbox, we're getting more like cross-platform games. Where do like big blockbuster, exclusives fit into this, if at all? Or is it kind of evolving past that place?
We're really seeing people evolve way past that. Like the biggest games in the world are available everywhere.
Yeah.
You look at Call of Duty, you look at Minecraft, you look at Fortnite, you look at Roblox. Like that's actually what's really driving community in gaming. That's where people gather, they have experiences. And the idea of locking it to one store or one device is antiquated for most people. You want to be able to play with your friends anywhere, regardless of what they're on. And we're really leaning into that with this experience because it just opens up another way for you to play. As does cloud, as does PC, as does the consoles that we all own and have in our living room.
Thank you so much for joining Mashable. And
still no games. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. And half of all those games, those two ones that you name dropped there, just like they use Minecraft in all their talks. Remember before this, it was Minecraft is everywhere. Minecraft is everywhere. You bought it. You bought it off the store shelf. You never did anything to make that game where it is everywhere. You did nothing to Call of Duty to make it everywhere. That was all Activision. You did Minecraft was everywhere when you bought them. And you don't do Fortnite and you don't do Roblox. So you're telling me that I should buy a $1,000 Z2 Extreme chip for the hardcore gamer for Roblox and Fortnite and Minecraft and Call of Duty that's still on last gen. So you're selling a premium device for generic, wide appeal games that can be played on a phone. But what was that again, Sarah? Exclusives are antiquated.
Really hitting the nostalgia.
Exclusives have been less of a focus.
What was
it
this?
seems
Well,
like
hold
with
on. I need to hear
Xbox, we're
something
getting more
again.
like
Make sure I heard it right. Hit the like button.
games.
Grinders?
Where do like big blockbuster, exclusives fit into this, if at all? Or is it kind of evolving past that place?
We're really seeing people evolve way past that. Like the biggest games in the world are available everywhere.
Yeah.
You look at Call of Duty, you look at Minecraft, you look at Fortnite, you look at Roblox. Like that's actually what's really driving community in gaming. That's where people gather, they have experiences. And the idea of locking it to one store or one device is antiquated for most people.
Is it now, Sarah Bond? Well, let's go to some tapes here. What was that of Sarah Bond?
Of Fallout Studio to make that dream a reality.
This you, Sarah Bond.
We're excited to finally share
Uber driver.
our first in-game teaser and something to look forward to.
Sandwiches. Sarah Bond, this you?
What's out there?
Sarah, exclusives are antiquated. Here again.
It is awesome to share with you for the very first time one of the most anticipated games in the world from Todd Howard and the team at Bethesda Game Studios.
But this is not Fortnite. This is not the Call of Duty. This is not Minecraft. This is not Roblox. What do you mean the most important game? This is not where everybody gathers. Let's hear more about Sarah and antiquated exclusives.
A groundbreaking game. And yes, it's exclusive.
Whoa! Phil!
I don't know. Like, I'd have to go back.
Man, for somebody who says exclusives are antiquated, she got out there real quick to say it's exclusive.
Welcome to the Xbox and Bethesda Game Showcase. I am so excited and proud to be here today celebrating games. Because although it's been an incredibly tough year, I am grateful that games have been such an important source of joy and connection. We are committed to forging the next era of gaming, conjuring worlds never before possible, unlocking play across all devices, and delivering the power of games to everyone. And now, we get to share that quest with Bethesda. Not just as partners, but as one team, united in bringing the very best games to more people everywhere. So today, we get to reveal more of what's to come. We have an amazing show, 30 titles, 27 in Xbox Game Pass. And of course, every single console title you'll see today is optimized for Xbox Series X and S, offering next-gen performance, speed, and features. We get to work with the best studios on Earth. Next is something truly riveting. The latest entry in the haunting and evocative franchise created by GSC.
Xbox has been here for 20 years, and that's because of you. Our team strives to make Xbox a place where you'll find the greatest games, the most dedicated developers, and the most passionate community.
Great.
Together, we all make Xbox the best place to play. Before I go, there's one more thing. Take a look at this brand new original game from the Arcane team at Bethesda, the studio that created Prey and Dishonored. Arcane created
Phil,
something new for them.
I remember
an open.
Remember this? The next 12 months. Wait a second. Yo, what game did he show? One more thing. What was this one more thing, Phil? Oh, man. Oh, no. Not like this, Phil. Redfall. Oh, no. Scorn. Man, Scorn was on that list. Man, these are some. The Gunk. Oh, man. What a list. Oh, man. One more thing. In Redfall, because it looked exactly like this, Phil, right? The games you want, wherever you want. Yeah, again. Oh, man, Phil. But wait, we got more from Sarah. Redfall. Oh, and this was supposed to come out when? Let me see. What was supposed to come out? Whoa, antiquated. Whoa, Phil.
Where the box is our brand.
Xbox exclusive. Oh, man. Not like this. An antiquated. This is not Roblox. How are we going to gather around, Phil? How are we going to gather around? That's where the people are. Where am I gathering around with Redfall? Exclusive again. Yeah. Man, oh man. How am I supposed to gather around that one? Sarah Bond, exclusives are antiquated. But wait, Sarah, we need to hear you again, Sarah. Sarah, get in there.
Welcome to the Xbox and Bethesda Games Showcase.
Oh,
Today,
man, here she goes again. Grinded that like button for the receipts.
we're doing something we've never done before. For the first time ever, our entire show is focused on games you can play over the next 12 months.
The Xbox glaze and the glees in Xbox Discord to spread PlayStation fun.
Remember that? The next 12 months, none of it came out.
You're going to see more gameplay than we've ever had in a show. Industry-defining racing experiences, gripping narratives, compelling strategy titles, and my favorite, the most anticipated open-world RPG of the last 20 years.
Fallout? Fallout, that's where the kids are playing. Roblox?
All playable in the year ahead.
No thanks. Got to delete another year.
And the best part is, with the Xbox, you'll be able to play those games in more ways than ever before. You can play on your
Now listen, you can play these games more ways than never before. So listen to what she says now, and then listen to what she ends on.
your console, PC, or on the go with Xbox Cloud Gaming. You can play with who you want, where you want, and when you want.
Wow.
Today, we're going to show you more than 30 titles that are coming to Game Pass, and that is on top of the hundreds of titles coming to members over the next year.
That's incredible. All those places to play my games. Now watch what she talks about just right now.
Our next announcement shows that the benefits of Game Pass go well beyond the console. We are thrilled to be working
Throw that console under the bus.
with an iconic team that has built some of the most played, most watched franchises in the entire world. And now, all Game Pass members will be able to unlock the benefits for these incredible games on PC and mobile.
Oh man, she just said, she was saying all those games are on all these devices.
Open world RPG of the last 20 years, all playable in the year ahead. And the best part is, with the Xbox, you'll be able to play those games in more ways than ever before. You can play on your console, PC, or on the go with Xbox Cloud Gaming. You can play with who you want, where you want, and when you want. Today, we're going to
Okay, and I'm happy to talk about the next big thing.
thrilled to be working with an iconic team that has built some of the most played, most watched franchises in the entire world. And now, all Game Pass members will be able to unlock the benefits for these incredible games on PC and mobile.
For over a decade, players.
Dude, yo, man.
Oh no! We suck again!
Yo, you can't make this shit up. Like they contradict themselves in the same show, in the same sentence. The same show in the same sentence. They contradict themselves. It'd be wildin'. Yo, play to the PC, whoever you want, wherever you want. Now I'm trying to show you the Game Pass beyond the console. PC and mobile. Like, huh? I tell you, man. I tell you. Phil Spencer, get in there. We need one more Phil Ness before we hit that button.
The Studio Zero team on Metaphor Refantazio. It's great to be able to premiere what is next from the creators of Persona here in our showcase. We are focused on putting our players and game creators first in everything we do. No matter if you choose to play on Xbox, PC, or over the cloud, all gamers are welcome here at Xbox.
He's all about developers. He said, dude, they're screwing the developers too. The dev kits increased 33%. They are done. How do they grab developers to develop for the console? You look at the writing on the wall. We're going to come back and have a show that's called Tim Dog Was Right and the Grindhouse Was Right. Listen, I'm telling you, they are pricing them out. I said this before 3 weeks ago. You want to stay on console? You're going to pay. You're going to pay. It's going to be more money for Game Pass. It's going to be more money for $80 games. It is going to be more money for the consoles. It is going to be more money for devs to buy the consoles to develop on. And you know what this is going to do? This is going to, and they're using the macroeconomic development, dude. That's because they want out. And instead of just coming out and saying, we're done with the console, wrap it up, they are going to price them out. And they're basically just like the clip. Fix the glitch. What do you mean not going to pay? We fixed the glitch. We just stopped giving him paychecks. So he will eventually just leave. We don't like to have confrontation. Just like the scene from Office Space. They're fixing the glitch. We want these people off the console. We want devs to stop. They're skipping us already. We want more skipping because we want them to move to the PC. We want them to move to the ROG. So what we're going to do is price them out. Booty was right. Microsoft is going to price out of business. They're pricing the Xbox console out of business. They're making it harder for devs to get development kits. You know what that's going to do for indie devs? They're going to get, screw you. You have a small install base, and I got to pay more money for your dev kit? Well, there goes no Xbox games. Talk about PlayStation money hat now. Then you increase the price of the service of the people that are on the console to $30. You weren't giving them HBO went up $1. Game Pass went up 10. Just on the console. Guess how much it went up on PC? $2. It went from 13 to 15 or 16. But it went up the most on console. And they pay for online. Then they increased the price of the PCs? No, they increased the price of their console twice to make sure that retailers are not stocking enough of them, that people don't buy them, and that they just fade away. And now they hit the dev kits, which you know that this is going to affect development, especially for small studios. We remain committed. There's that word again, committed. That is such a generic word. And all the words that they've been using, that interview with Sarah Bond, all those little things that they had at those showcases, they are all generic statements. Go listen. When we did a video of Mark Cerny going through the stuff, that's not generic. That is applicable. That is something that you could see that. Now, whether it happens, we need to wait and see. But it's actually something specific to how it's going to improve our games with the technology. They are speaking in generics. It is all just generic talk. We're committed. It's political. It's all politicians and PR. That's why it falls flat on its face. That interview there, she didn't know anything about that device. Know what's crazy? They did that whole interview about that ROG Ally and the big call to arms that they did a whole 20-minute sizzle reel on. The Xbox button wasn't even spoken about. What is the purpose of an Xbox button on there? Sleepy, the interviewer, didn't have that question. Why don't he hit it and watch it boot up Steam? But the big thing of why that's an Xbox, the Xbox button wasn't even addressed. Yeah, but Wild Wolf, did they increase the price of their Surface tablets and their Surface devices? Did Surface go up? I know all electronics have been going up, but Microsoft themselves, in that announcement, where they like all of our Microsoft first-party products are Surface devices. I don't know. Well, I'm going to go look now. increase in price due to tariffs. Microsoft Surface. I don't remember a big announcement from it. Maybe it did. Nope. There you go. That's their hardware. No, Microsoft has not increased Surface prices due to tariffs, but it removed the base models of the Surface Pro and Surface Laptop from the store, which created a perception of a price increase. So they have not increased the price of their own hardware, the Surface tablets. There you go. They only increased the price of their console hardware, not their PC hardware. So they make, that's their Surface. I'm not talking about Asus and all them. Yeah, all the prices have been up on PCs, but their Surface has not increased price, according to that. But they made a big announcement about their console, and they increased the price twice. There's a message being sent there, dude. They are pricing those people out. They are saying increase prices of everything, so they walk away. And that's what they're doing. That's what they're doing. But they're committed. Phil, say it again. When you're committed?
When it comes to our consoles, we have heard your feedback on two fronts. First, we have significantly increased our supply of Xbox Series X, making it easier for fans to find globally.
Whoa!
Second, we know you've wanted more storage with Xbox Series S, and I'm excited to share we have some news there as well.
Whoa, they increased supply! They increased supply! Go out and go get them, Phil! Phil! Oh, that was 2 years ago. Oh, sorry. Increased supply 2 years ago. It was the last supply they heard. That was the last supply. Well, grinders, hit that like button and share it out. We're going to be cooking. And yeah, Friday we'll have another show probably, and I will use my new rigmarole, and we'll be going over some hardware and doing the things that they don't talk about there. So grinders, think of that like button. Thank you again for Gaming Grindhouse. Want to react to that Sarah Bond video, and man, it is fake. It is so fake, and they are just so generic right now, and they don't have a clue. And the Xbox part of all these PCs, of these consoles, is the worst part. You know, they could say, hey, the hardware is not really good. The hardware is not much better than the previous Ally X. But what Microsoft is doing with the Xbox experience is incredible. I'm excited to see what's next. Dude, everybody's like, that's horrible. That's all they did? That Xbox experience is worse. One guy said in an interview that he said that the Xbox experience, he went back to just doing the desktop. I got those. We'll go those receipts another time. But thank you again, grinders. Hit that like button. Share it out. We out.
Another one.
The flute of Phil. Every turn he